Hey everybody, welcome back to the Game Time channel. It's your pal Kyle, and thought I'd do a special video here. One of my favorite games, just got a physical version not too long ago, Untitled Goose game. So I thought I'd share with you an unpacking of it, a couple of the goodies that we get, and maybe just like 2 or 3 minutes of gameplay because I know some of you might not quite know what it is. It's one of my favorite games of 2019. Actually, check that. I think it is the best game of 2019. And I can't explain why I like it a whole lot. If you're just a mischievous goose roaming around a neighborhood, wreaking havoc. So let's take a look at the case itself. Actually, I tore this off here just to take a look at it. Came a little bit dented there. I don't know if you can really tell. It's not a big deal, but not a big fan of that. There's Untitled Goose game right there on the side. Hey, it almost focused. And all the good stuff on back. It is a two-player now. They did do a co-op update just recently, actually, and you can also get this game on Nintendo Switch, is what I had it for. It is PS4, obviously, and also available on the Xbox One. I think it's on Game Pass on the Xbox One, so definitely a good chance to give it a go. So yeah, let's take a look inside here, see what it comes with, and we'll just do like 2 or 3 minutes of the game. Because it's kind of hard to describe. You almost have to see it in action. So thought I'd unbox this here with you. So nothing else in there. Cool box art. I like it. I already know what this is even without opening it up full. It's the full gang there. You also do actually get to see all these characters in the actual game, and you get to make their lives a living hell. And there's you. That's you. You're a horrible goose. So, okay, nice. Here's the disc itself. Same artwork and everything. A little dusty. But let's see what it comes with. Yeah, that's a pretty thick cardboard here. I actually thought it was going to be a lot more stuff in there. It's just a couple things. Oh, something fell out. Oh, so we got a no goose sticker. I like that. I don't know if I actually want to stick it somewhere or not. I kind of like it as is. I think there is going to be a map. This has to be it. This for Caleb J. Ross. I know he did a YouTube video recently on video game maps, so this one's for him. Yeah, it's the map of the, I don't want to say world. Again, you're just in a neighborhood because you're a goose, but it's a pretty big neighborhood. You actually start off by kind of crossing the river there. The farmer, that's where you, the first area there. There's kind of the shops that you'll go into. You eventually work your way up here to some houses, people's backyards, over into a sort of bar, cafe area, and eventually you end up in a miniature version of the town you were just in, and you kind of get to do all that again just in a mini version. So really, starting area, and if you do count that mini area, you do eventually get to that castle up there. I won't explain why, but you do actually have a mission or a goal you're trying to do. But you had about 6 areas in the game, so pretty neat to see that map, quite honestly. And what is that? Spring Summer catalog? It's nice to see instruction manuals again in games, although it's not even so much an instruction manual. I think. Okay, I see what they did here. It's kind of just some of the items that you'll encounter in the game. You can get on camera. I actually posted a pretty funny video on Twitter at Kyle_325_ again on Twitter. That was a pretty funny scene. Some glasses you can take, hats. So yeah, these are all the items in the game that you can actually take and hide or terrorize some people with. Figures of some of the townsfolk there. Ah, the porcelain goose. That was actually one of the challenges on the to-do list. That was pretty funny. There's that picnic table. You actually encounter that picnic table pretty early on. Another thing on the to-do list, you have to get some things for your picnic table. So that's pretty cool. I like how they did that, kind of all the items that you'll see in the world itself. So that's pretty cool. Even a fake little order form there. Yeah. How's the shopper paying today? It's on us. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's all the goodies that comes with the lovely edition. So now we'll just put it in and play around with it, or I'll explain kind of what the game is. You'll get to see it in action here for like 2 minutes. So let's do that next. So yeah, Untitled Goose Game. This is a fun little indie game from House, and I really hope that these guys can do more games in the future. I think there's a lot of possibilities of various locations and a lot of other ways to be mischievous as this goose. I encourage everyone to check out YouTube videos and gameplays of it. I'll describe it here very briefly, but I'm not going to do it justice. It's kind of weird, and I'm not good at describing games, but basically you have a to-do list of various miscellaneous tasks, how you will cause havoc and mess with some of these villagers, and how you do the things on your to-do list. It's kind of a little bit of that open world puzzle game. For example, you know, you might have to get this guy wet or make him hit his thumb with a hammer. So you kind of have to go around kind of watching what they're doing. They have kind of a pattern that they roam around. They always have these thought bubbles in their head as to what item or items they're looking at, thinking of what they're going to be doing next. So you kind of do that a little bit, and once you do all the things in that area, you get to progress to the next area of the game. So, for example, the farmer here, he's had enough of this. This is the no goose sign. You're no longer welcome in this area. You've caused a lot of trouble and a lot of mischief. So you're done in this area. You can kind of come back later in the game. I don't think this is a spoiler, but you do actually get other extra things to do once you, quote, complete the game. So this is how things open up to the next area. You can only do one little area at a time. So something to keep in mind as well. The next area is kind of those series of shops. We have a couple more people we can mess around with and a whole new list of things to do on here. So for example, there's a small little kid as well. He's terrified of you as a goose. You can kind of steal his glasses, untie his shoes so he falls. I think one of the tasks that you need to do is like trap him in the telephone booth. So again, kind of look at what they do. There's a pattern. There's thought bubbles as to what item they're currently interested in. Maybe you can use that to your advantage and whatnot. But yeah, it's fun to just kind of be a mischievous goose here and run around and take things and put them where they don't belong. Lots of charm to this game. All right, and I'll leave you with one of my favorite areas in the game. Is kind of two neighbors, their backyards. You kind of make them fight each other, and there's a fun list of things to do on here. For example, this guy that we're messing with, he has a prized rose in his garden, and there'll be an opportunity for you to move that rose. And the lady next door, she's kind of cutting her hedges and whatnot, and she accidentally snips the head of the rose off, and they get into a big argument. So actually one of my favorite moments in the game. But there's a lot of great moments in the game and lots of ways to be mischievous. So, but yeah, just definitely a fun game. I didn't do it justice. I'm just rattling off kind of what the game's about off the top of my head. So don't listen to me ramble. Go out and check out the game for yourself. And again, if you do have Game Pass on Xbox, I believe it's still on there, at least at the time of this video. So give it a try. It's not a very big game either, but charming AF. Has a fun little piano score, musical to it. And whatnot. There's that rose I was talking about. But throw a slipper in the water. It's fun times. Hey everybody, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. For those that do, that's awesome. Definitely, you guys are appreciated for doing that. Big thumbs up, oh you won. And that does it for me. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and happy gaming.